We have a problem, a very big problem, and the problem is hookup culture. And just a disclaimer before I move forward with this video, there is no wrong or right way to live your life, and you shouldn't ever listen to some stranger on the internet about how you should be doing things. However, if you care about anything that I have to say on this subject, then keep watching. The claim is the more people you sleep with, the better, because you get to figure out what you like and what kind of person you like and want to be with the rest of your life. And I can respect that. However, there's a few problems with that. Problem number one, and probably the greatest problem with hookup culture, is if you plan on being monogamous at some point in the future and having a long-term relationship, the more people you sleep with, the more difficult it's going to be to pair bond to one single person. This has been shown time and time again. When you sleep with a ton of different people, you're always going to be comparing the next person with the last. And if you're in a long-term permanent relationship, or at least if that's your goal, that's going to be very difficult because you're always going to be searching for the next best thing where the grass is always going to be greener. And that is not what relationships are about. It's about accepting people for who they are and loving them anyways. And that idea has been ingrained in wedding vows for thousands of years. You marry someone for richer or for poorer. You marry someone in good health and bad health. You marry someone until death do you part. And that's going to be very difficult for your mind to comprehend if you keep on sleeping with more and more people and have all this experience under your belt. Chances are, and the studies show, that you're going to be comparing your current partner with all of your past partners. And that is a terrible way to start off a long-term relationship. And while I understand the idea of dating and trying to find out who you like, there still should be some sort of limit you set for yourself for how many people you're really going to sleep with before you start taking life and relationships seriously, at least if long-term monogamy is your goal. Next problem with hookup culture is that the more you sleep with people, the more it becomes transactional. I give you part of me, you give me part of you, and then we do that again until I'm kind of bored of it, and then I do it somewhere else. As you sleep with more and more people, it becomes more about yourself. How can it make you feel good? How can it make you find the best experience for you? Because hookup culture embraces selfishness and what you want and doing whatever you want with your body and experiencing life to the fullest. However, when you do that, you're robbing the other person of their own experience as well, because that other person could be looking for something more emotional, more relationship oriented. And in essence, you're practicing psychopathy. You're practicing caring about yourself and not the other person because you're only using sex as a transaction to feel good. And the wheel just keeps on turning with a bunch of different people serving you and serving how you feel. Another big problem of hookup culture is that it assumes that how many people you sleep with is what determines your value. The more people you sleep with, the cooler you are. The less people sleep with, the more awkward or weird or unlikable you are. And I don't believe that to be true at all. In fact, I could even argue the exact opposite, that the more people you sleep with, the less your value becomes. Hold on, give me a second. It's not because sleeping with people is in essence bad. It's because you're using other people to satisfy your own needs. You're using the other person's body as a commodity, as a piece of flesh, rather than a human with a soul. But let's say you disagree with everything that I just said. Here is something that I bet you will agree with. Your value is not determined by how many people you sleep with. Your value is determined by how people view you, whether it's your friends, your family, or your community, and how you view yourself. So long as your family and friends value you as a productive member within that social group, then you are valued. However, do you really think that your friends and family want you to be sleeping with as many people possible? Or do you think they want you to develop a connection with someone and have a meaningful relationship with someone? And by the same token, the same thing could be said about you and how you view yourself. Do you value yourself if you're constantly looking for the approval and validation and trying to sleep with as many people possible to show to yourself that you're an attractive person, that so many people want you? Or would you perceive yourself better and feel more valued if one single person can rely on you, can love you, and wants to be with you forever because they truly love who you are, and you're willing to be vulnerable enough to give everything that you have to them, and vice versa? I think personally, most people would agree that that is way more valuable, and you would feel more valued if you did that than rather trying to prove yourself by sleeping with as many people as possible. However, when everything's all said and done, you're going to live your life however you want to, and your way isn't right, my way isn't right, and I'm not here to judge you, I'm not here to tell you what to do, I'm just sharing my thoughts on the matter. And so if you guys want to hear my thoughts on other matters pertaining to self-improvement on this channel, dating advice, health and fitness, and many other things, I have plenty of videos for you guys on this channel. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in that next one.